Hello students, today we are going to start class 9 Economics chapter number 1 the story of village Palampur. First I going to start the story of village Palampur. I want to clarify in your mind what is the mean of economics. Economics I will explain you by the example. For example, if your father is providing you a 3-child 500 rupees, one child will utilize for purchasing the textbook, one child purchasing the toys, and third one child will go in a restaurant and eat some meals. So you are able to see in a clear way that the different child have a 500 rupees, but how they are utilized. So in economics we will learn about the money. Money is with you, but how to use, when to use, and where to use, that is very important. So by this chapter we will learn about a small immigration village, how can they will develop and how can they will go in the path of prosperity. So we will move to the next slide. In our next slide we will learn about the glance of the topics. In a first point we will learn about overview. It means we will learn about the Palampur and we will just see the immigration village of Palampur. In a second point we will learn about the whole introduction of this immigration village. In a third point we will learn about organization of production, how the organization will develop or will grow the production. In a fourth point we will learn about farming in a Palampur, how many types of farming they are doing in a village Palampur. And last not the least topic, they will learn about the non-farming activities. So dear one students, without wasting the time, we will move to the overview of this chapter. In a first slide, in an overview, we will learn about some points. First point, the purpose of the story is to introduce some basic concept relating to productions, and this we do through a story of hypothetical village called Palampur. It means in a Palampur we will learn about the concept and how they are doing the production, and the small village how can they will go in the path of development and prosperity. In a second point we will learn about farming is a main activity in Palampur, whereas several other activities such as small scale manufacturing, dairy, transport, etc. It means they are doing two types of activity. First one is farming, that is very important for a village Palampur, and second activity they are doing small scale industry work they are doing. In a third point we will learn about these production activities need various type of resources. For example, natural resources, man-made items, human effort, and money. It means we know very well if we want to think about to grow the production more and more, we needed this basic things: natural resources, man-made items, human efforts, and money, etc. For the production, money is very important. In a fourth point, we will learn about Palampur is well connected with neighboring villages and towns. Raiganj, a big village, is 3 kilometers from Palampur. You are able to see that they are connected or they are communicated by the neighboring villages also. It means they are also, Palampur village also developing, and the next village they are giving the guidelines or they are representing in that manner, they also, next village also developing. In a fifth point we will learn about an all-weather road connects the village to Raiganj and further on to the nearest small town of Shahpura. It means Palampur, the immigration village, they will connected with the small village Raiganj and the nearest small town of Shahpura also. So you are able to see in this 2 point that they have two main things. First thing, communicating with the next village, and they have a good transportation system in the village. In a sixth point, we will learn about the village has about 450 families, belongs to several different castes. It means in a village Palampur, 450 families are living, but they are belonging to a different caste and religions. The 80 upper caste families own the majority of land in the village. It means in a village Palampur, we are able to see the majority and the minority in the village. So now, after the overview, we will move to the introduction part of the chapter Palampur. So in the introduction part, we will learn about the HCS comprise on third of the population and live in one corner of the village and in much smaller houses, some of the which are of mud and straw. It means the scheduled caste and tribe peoples are living one third in a population and they live in a one corner of the village with the smaller house, the mud and straw. It means the minority. It is a one type of discrimination between the majority and minority will live in a one corner in the village. In a second point, we will learn electricity powers all the tube wells in the fields and is used in various type of small business. Palampur has 2 primary schools and 1 high school. So in this sentence you are able to recognize with the help of electricity or the proper utilization of electricity power, they are makeover or they are using tubewells and wells for a proper irrigations, and they are doing the small business also. And Palampur have a 2 primary schools and 1 high school. In a third point, there is a primary health center run by the government and 1 private dispensary where the sick. It means with the help of the government, with the help of the guidelines, they have a primary health center and 1 private dispensary also for look after the peoples. In a fourth point, the story of Palampur, an imaginary village, will take us through the different types of production activities in the village. It means in this story of the Palampur, this is an imaginary will and we will learn about the different types of production activities we are able to see in this particular village. In a sixth point, the other production activities referred to as non-farm activities include small manufacturing, transport, shopkeeping, etc. It means already aware about that thing. The first activity or the first main activity of village Palampur is farming, and second also non-farming activities they are doing in the village like manufacturing, transport, shopkeeping, etc. Last not the least point, we shall take a look of both this type of activities after learning a few general things about production. It means first we will learn about the production. It means we learn about the types of activities, which type of activities the village Palampur is doing, and afterwards we will learn about the production. So now we will go to the next slide, organization of production. In this topic, we will learn about the aim of production is to produce the goods and services that we want. It means whatever we have a desire and whatever we have a want, according to that we will produce more and more things of good and services. There are 4 requirements. First, the first requirement is land and other natural resources such as water, forest and minerals. In a second point, the second requirement is labor, people who will do the work. It means for a production we need a good skillful laborers. In a third point, we will learn about the physical capital. The physical capital is divided into 3 main parts. First one, the fixed capital. Fixed capital means tools, machines, buildings can be used in production over many years and are called fixed capital. It means one time we will purchase and afterwards it's no need to purchase again and again. That's called a fixed capital. Next, working capital. Raw materials and money in hand are called working capital. For a production, it's very important we have a lot of raw material with a lots of money to do the production. In a third, factors of productions. Every production is organized by combining land, labor, physical capital and human capital, which are known as factors of production. If we are thinking about the production, it's very important. We have land, labor, physical capital and human capital. With this all main factors, we are able to do the good production. So the main factors of production examples are land, labor, physical capital and human capital. So now we will move to the next slide. In this slide, we will learn farming in Palampur. First point, land is fixed. I am repeating again, land is fixed. So we will understand how many points are coming in land is fixed. Next, farming is the main production activity in Palampur. 75% of the people who are working are dependent on farming for the livelihood. It means farming is the main production, and all the villages 75% are totally dependent in a farming, and they are totally dependent on farming for their livelihood. Next, they could be farmers or farm laborers. It means some farms are a landlord and some are working there in a farm as a labor. Next, the well-being of these people is closely related to production on the farms. It means whatever they are growing, that is totally dependent on the more and more production in a farm. Next, some of the wasteland in the village had been converted to cultivable land. It means whatever the wasteland available in the village, they are converted as a cultivated land. Next point, there exists no further scope to increase farm production by bringing new land under cultivation. It means right now they don't have a scope to increase more and more land. To behalf of, they are focusing on more and more increasing farm production for land under cultivation. Now we will move to the next slide. This is the main notes of regarding land. First, there exists no further scope to increase farm production by bringing new land under cultivation. It means you already aware land is limited. So for a cultivation, we will change the land. For example, wasteland land we will convert as a farming land. Next, 1 hectare equals the area of a square with one side measuring 100 meters. It means if we count as a measure 100 meter, we will count in a farm or in a land 1 hectare. Okay. Now this is all about this lecture. Remain points we will cover in next video. If you have any doubts or any query, please share me in a live session. Till then, take care. Bye bye.